7:17, call the meeting to order, and remind everyone that the meeting is being video and audio recorded. And first order of business is to approve the minutes of February 6th. I think we all got copies of it. Any questions or so?
I do. I don't know if I like the idea that just said Peterson so left and, makes it, I never left a meeting. It was because I had some, medical
But you
thing.
walked
But you
out.
left.
I know,
You
but
left,
it
and it has
makes
to
it-
state that.
And it was
Yeah,
a
but
vote.
it was a medical call. It wasn't like I just decided to take a break in the
No,
middle of
but you came back,
Yeah.
so, but it has to be recorded that way, Peter.
I think there was a
Okay.
vote taken.
You
when
stepped
there was
out. It doesn't,
Okay,
this
all
is
right.
nothing bad.
Right, but you want to elaborate
Sharon,
even
when Sharon has had to
further
get out
about-
on things
Okay.
in the past for the fight, was it the fire
Yeah,
department?
because you were
Sharon?
recluse from, from that, but this was, make it sound like I took a break in the,
No, it just shows though if a vote
Yeah.
took place for the
Yeah,
time you were
okay.
out,
Mm.
it explains why, like, the numbers would be
were
different.
different,
Yeah.
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 All right.
Make a motion that we accept the minutes.
I have a few comments,
Okay.
okay?
Oh,
On
okay.
paragraph 3, on the review of the PBD Essex Museum letter, I'd like to see a few changes in that. I'm suggesting that it says in relation to the Rowley property, that we add the address 306 Newburyport Turnpike, just so it's for the record, it shows. So after property, I put in parentheses 306 Newburyport Turnpike. And I've got a couple of more comments. And, you want me to-
That's fine, but did you say that at the meeting?
Yeah, because you just can't add something that wasn't said.
Right,
I honestly don't know if I said the
I don't
address
think you did.
specifically.
right.
I don't think you did.
Then, okay, then leave it off.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember. I said a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, but one of the things, though, that I'd like to see strike out the City of Salem records. I did speak a bit about that, that's the Salem records, what they're fighting to keep down there, is the Phillips Library collection. What's coming up here is not only some of those Salem documents, but Essex County documents. So I would just change it to say, for storage and archives of historic items and documents, and it keeps it, because it covers that all. But it's not Salem specific.
So just historic.
Items and document, because it's all items that are coming too.
Archives and documents.
Things that families have left to the museum, so it's items and
Okay.
documents, letters and things like that, photos. And then the last comment on that, it says, the last sentence, by letter from the selectmen, town officials request a meeting with the director of the PEM to welcome him, not them, to the Rowley, because we're talking about one director, so it should be specific.
But do we know if it's a him or a her?
Yes, it is. It's Dan Monroe.
Okay.
Yes, I had mentioned his name.
Okay.
You can put his name if you want, because I did mention it is Dan Monroe. And that is it.
Okay.
And that, I think it makes it more accurate.
You want to amend your motion to
Yeah, I'll make a motion
approve
that
with...
we amend the
At
minute
number
corrections
3.
of February 6th with corrections.
Okay. Second?
I'll second.
Second. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Minutes are approved. Let's go to the budgets. Town council.
I have a question on that. I noticed from fiscal year 17 to 18, it jumped from 71,600 to 114,600, which was, I calculated that was a 60% jump in 1 year. And I think that's when we had the water department issues. Is that correct? Why council, a lot of the,
Well, but these are actual numbers versus what was voted, the 71,000. It might have been, I don't know what the actual,
The 71 was the actual.
yeah, so we
The
don't know
17, so we don't
what
know.
was appropriated.
Yeah.
The legal stuff, you never know what you're
You
gonna
never
get.
know.
oh, okay,
You never
it's
know.
not telling us, okay, because
Yeah,
I was
right.
going to ask why Is that the new normal to be at 114,600 for the second year in a row? Why didn't it drop back? But it's,
Well, it depends on how much litigation and how many times they're
well, that's,
using the thing.
I know a few years ago it was the water department. that
Yep,
was
now,
a big
I
thing.
mean, there's other things,
Right, for the professional, for this year,
It's about the same.
what is remaining is the $35,721. That's as of January, according to our budget sheet.
Yeah.
How about litigation, because I.
Litigation is 6,137.
Left or spent?
Uh,
Because I think, what Paul's saying, if you
Should be
look,
spent.
if you, well, that might raise the question again, because if you look all the way back to FY 14, see 30, 23, 26, and then all of a sudden it goes to 62, so I don't know why.
It took a
that
big,
went up so
yeah,
high.
that's why I was questioning, and then to have level funded or whatever, again, this year at that high level, it just was, it was a big spike, 60% one year, and now we're
but you
staying.
don't know that because we don't have what was appropriated
Yeah, we
the
do.
year before.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Because over here
Yeah,
it says
current year expenditure.
0% increase or
Yeah,
decrease.
from 18, what was appropriated from 18. He's talking about 17.
Oh, okay.
And we
17,
don't,
yeah.
and the difference between the two, and we don't know what was appropriated, we just know what they actually spent.
Yeah, they actually spent on the litigation $6,137
So far this
so
year.
far.
But we don't
as
know
of
what's coming up.
January.
We're not privy to
So
that.
then they've
I
got
mean,
And
57.
we
There's
don't
a
know.
litigation thing coming up, I read on the paper regarding that Brad Street farm right now,
So
that
we have to
there's
cut it later on.
the owner there, the one that, well, whatever, that bought that property, he's litigating the fact that he thinks that Raleigh Town is restricting him for what he can use that property for, and that's a case that's ongoing now
Oh, I didn't hear
for
about that.
litigation. But the thing that makes me laugh about that is that person bought that property for $248,000, all of a sudden wants to do so many different things, with which was a bargain for buying 6 acres of land, you know, and, but anyway, that's, like, that's being litigated right now, from what I've read. So that could cost, I don't know how
We
much.
don't know what's coming on, but what I didn't hear you beginning.
The community preservation, that, the person that bought that property, the 6 acres anyway, there's that
What
garage,
property?
the Brad Street.
Brad.
Oh, the Brad Street Bond.
There's a bond that
Yeah,
they're
he bought
talking
the
about,
house and
that's
the
being
bond, yes.
litigated because he wants to use it for functions and different
Well,
things,
yeah,
and the town,
problem
like,
is he didn't start with getting the right permits to start
I
with.
know, I agree, but I'm saying it's being litigated now, so that could be what this money is being prepared for, that litigation, I don't
That
know.
money was
Well-
appropriated last year
In 2018?
for 2018, yes, so we don't know what's being spent.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that's gonna be one of the things
Yeah,
coming up
yeah.
that's gonna be spent, you know.
Could be, right.
Yeah. I make a motion that we accept the town council's.
Okay, Sharon. Do we have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor of accepting the town council budget signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, let's go on to handicap. Or ADA, or,
I make a motion
Big
that we
one.
approve that.
yeah, that's,
I'll
they've
second that.
spent 0 so far.
Maybe this gonna be-
Any discussion on the $190 budget? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
The last item here, the Memorial Day and Veterans Day, that last column there says 904, that's an error.
That's an error,
Errors.
yeah.
Supposed to be 0.
Right. And so far to date, they have not spent anything.
Yep, that's the same request as last year, 1,800.
Yeah, they spend most of it for Memorial Day, the parade and
Goodies.
the flowers and everything.
I'll make a motion that we approve that.
Okay, motion to approve the Veterans Memorial Day budget. Need a second?
A second.
Second by Sharon. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Moving along, confirm the next meeting date. That's the 20th, and the 27th would be our next meeting date. We will probably get more budgets then.
I would assume so, yeah. I would say that if for some reason they don't have budgets at Monday night selectmen meeting, then we postpone ours.
Right.
So,
Couldn't this one have been postponed anyway? It doesn't seem like, I mean, we were here for like 10 minutes or something. Why didn't we,
have work.
oh, we do have more work? Oh,
We
okay.
have this work. Whether it's, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, is still,
Yeah.
you need to go through it.
Okay,
it's 3 budgets out of the way.
Yeah.
okay, well,
Gradually getting us used to it, rather than swamping us.
okay,
We
well,
anticipate in the month of March, probably meet every Tuesday. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
work my
that's
schedule. I
what-
blocked it out.
That's what Debbie set up for us with the
Okay,
schedule.
there's no like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
You can rush to get
Uh,
We may
there-
when we get to the end,
Okay, April sometime probably, right?
Right.
right,
Or in March.
if we are behind.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Tuesday, April 3rd, and then there's this tentative for April 4th. Was the last meeting to review articles before the warrants are signed. Okay, so next meeting is the 27th.
27,
I have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, I have a motion to adjourn.
yeah. Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we're adjourned.